This is Inside the 10, your NRL news in 10 minutes or your money back guarantee. We are from the Talking Sport Report podcast, and we're here to wrap up everything happening in the NRL for you inside 10 minutes so you can go back to work or, keep doing nothing. Scotty, there's a lot happening right now. We're getting ready for Vegas.
Shit ton. How exciting. Team list is out, our first one of the season, and you must be absolutely amped that your boys are in there. And, I'd be confident if I was you. I would be so confident starting with 2 points. How are you feeling?
The Knights are never really confidence builders no matter when. The good thing about Vegas is Vegas happens at the start of the year, not halfway through the season when they're potentially going to get the wooden spoon. So it's good we can start with that energy of Vegas.
It's all to play for. Get keen,
100%.
get pumped.
1:15 kickoff on Sunday. Knights v Cowboys, and then 3:30 kickoff Bulldogs v Dragons. The sides are out. The Knights to start with, they've gone with Fletcher Sharp at the 6 when the rumours were Sandon Smith was going to play 7, Dylan Brown 6.
Yep.
That's all changed. What are your thoughts?
Look, to be perfectly honest, I think it's a good move only because I've heard quite a few Knights fans curious as to what is going to happen with Fletcher Sharp. If they went the 6-7 of Brown Smith, there's a lot of concern because honestly, I rate Fletcher Sharp. I think he's a fantastic young footballer. It's really good he's getting the first crack. So I'm honestly, and I said this on Sunday and I'm going to back it up again. I've tipped you and I'm sticking with it.
You could sort of see Sandon Smith coming on and playing potentially the 9 or something like that. And, with these, this will be our first look at how sides use the extended bench. So, who knows what could happen. You hope for no injuries, but if anything does happen in the backs or the wings, then you got Fletcher Sharp who can cover that position, so that's good.
100%.
Also, Reid Marnie lining up for the first time with the Cowboys. He's pumped. Apparently, he was having beers with the boys. He's in the middle of training in Vegas, basically telling them to get up, get amongst it. He's got the mongrel in him, and they love it up there at the Cowboys.
That is to be honest, that's still a good Cowboys side. And I know I spoke a fair bit of shit about them on Sunday. I'm tipping them to be involved in Spoon Bowl. But yeah, I'm tipping them to have a fair crack this weekend, but I'm still got the Knights pipping them.
The Bulldogs, they've chucked Matt Burton in. He's ready for the NFL trials. I meant the first round of the rugby league in Vegas. You were never going to stop Matty Burton getting on that field and kicking, potentially big punts from inside his 20, bombing it up. Just showcasing his wares to the American crowd, right?
Oh, that's 100% why he would be frothing. It's got nothing to do with footy being back. Yeah. He's out there ready for a $300 million 5-year deal. Definitely.
Yes. Yeah. To make 2 kicks a game. So Lockie Galvin and Burton in the halves. We've also got across the other side of the team list, the Dragons. They've gone with Dan Atkinson at the 7 to partner with Carl Flanagan at the 6. They're pretty confident, the Dragons, about this new halves combination. How many weeks do you give it until the Carl Flanagan saga starts to hit its gears with the Fire Him kind of vibes?
They have to be confident because they've had no other reason to be. So they've got to find something. They have to find something. I am honestly thinking the whole Flanagan thing is going to blow up. Maybe round 2. Maybe halftime of their fixture in round 2, unless they have the bye. Look, to be honest with you, straight up simple game to pick. I'm going the Doggies on this for sure, without question.
The other interesting part, Scotty, is Matty Lodge. So he is playing for the Cowboys. And have you been watching this brouhaha that's building? We have got an incredible fight. And I mean, not an NRL fight. I mean, a boxing fight at the end of the year, because it looks like Matt Lodge is just teeing up for a fight with big Nelson Solomona. And it's all based around this Vegas trip. So basically, Lodgy came out saying that, he'd happily fight Nelson in a fight. And if he really wants a good boxing match, come to him. But right now, he just wants to wait to the end of the season to get the footy done. To which Nelson's replied on social media saying, hey, mate, the only reason why you're at the Cowboys, I got offered that exact position that I turned down. So you can thank me for the fact you've even got a job. And then to add to this, Scotty, you were saying before, 11 years ago, Matty Lodge got done in a pretty bad legal scenario over in America.
Yeah.
Criminal charges.
Yeah. He's used to a fight. The only difference here will be it's Nelson and not a family of 4.
Right.
So it's gonna be very interesting to see how this plays out. Shocked that he's allowed into America, especially after terrorizing in New York. So this will be interesting. And I know you and I touched on this briefly. And you reckon that if this fight comes to fruition, you're on the Lodge bandwagon here?
No one could ever like Matt Lodge, but I guarantee you everyone is going to be on the Lodge train over the Nelson Asofa-Solomona train. Like,
no, I'm
everyone wants to want to see him
Nelson.
get knocked out.
No,
yeah.
I'm getting
you're
on
going to
Nelson.
go Nelson?
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
That's a bit rich.
I honestly, actually, do you know what I'd really love to see? Nelson fight Ezra. Can we tee that up?
Why don't we just start a three-way? That's probably the wrong thing to say in NRL time,
No,
isn't it?
it's never a wrong thing for us, ever.
Yeah. Because Lodge, Mam, and Nelson in the first ever NRL three-way boxing match. I would love to see that.
Actually, you know what? That's good. If we market that, I reckon we're on, because I don't think it's ever been done.
The other big news in NRL right now is Mitch Barnett. So he's been released from the Warriors for the 2027 season. Everyone automatically went into, the Knights are going to definitely pick him up because he's done it for family reasons. He wants to be back closer to home, closer to support for his family, for medical and for different reasons around that. So we do wish Mitchy Barnett all the best. He is a great, great bloke, and I'd love to see him back in the red and blue. But there have been rumours floating that the Broncos now, with this big, chest of money they've got saved from Payne Haas, could be on the lookout. And of course, every other team that could possibly be under the sun. I mean, this guy's a great player. What do you make of it so far?
So I was having a look, I think it might have been yesterday, and they listed about 5 teams that could potentially move for Mitch Barnett. The top one, obviously Newcastle, because he's come home for family reasons. This will be close for him. I mean, I think the family
Taree
is
boy.
Taree. Yeah. So that's beneficial. They had Manly mentioned, which honestly, if you're a smart person, you would be excited if your club's linked with him. He's a fantastic footballer. Yeah. It will be interesting. My money is on the Knights. There's been talks of the Broncos having a look here, the Titans, because of money. But in all honesty, you mentioned as well, and it's now in the news, the Warriors want compensation. They want a player swap, which, if you're a smart man, you're 100% offering Tyson Frizzell for Mitch Barnett. Frizzell's at the end of his career. It's a fair swap. You go into the Warriors. Like, you can be 80 at the Warriors and you're going to fit in.
Yeah, that's from the Knights' point of view, it's a great swap.
Yeah, definitely. But you've got to sell it to the Warriors like we don't want to.
You say New South Wales player for New South Wales player. These are both Origin greats. Barnett
there you
and
go.
Frizzell.
Done. I'm going through this Manly squad just to find out who we can get rid of. Oh, not get rid of, sorry, swap.
Yeah.
Swap.
Yeah, swap.
Just having a look at the squad, because honestly, there's going to be a few blokes here that we can. Aaron Schulp, Ben Travojevic, Corey Waddell. There you go, Manly fans. I have sorted it for us. We're getting rid of Corey Waddell and Aaron Schulp for Mitch Barnett.
We're in the last minutes now of the Inside the 10. These are all the important news bits you need to know in rugby league this week. And the final one that we really want to talk about is the saga that is the Parramatta Eels versus the Melbourne Storm, now versus the NRL in the Zac Lomax affair. They've been subpoenaed in, and all their texts and emails are going to be brought into the court, which is going to be probably heard in the next couple of weeks. I'm wondering, Scotty, will we see a love note between Peter V'landys and Zac Lomax, maybe a Valentine's Day email or something like that, confessing their love for each other? Because I feel like they've been trying to work together to get him to Melbourne.
It could be a Jimmy-style nude slipped in there from V'landys.
Yeah,
there you go.
Maybe.
This is going to be juicy and probably something we may have to cover off on a Sunday.
Other stories that are floating around. Nathan Cleary has been cleared to play. He'll be there for round 1 after getting downgraded. Scotty Sorensen is going to be leaving Penrith, they reckon, and he will be linked up with the Perth Bears in 27. And of course, Scotty, Gus Gould would never, ever lie. He has said that Matt Burton is definitely not leaving his contract early and joining the Bears in 2027. He didn't lie about Lockie Gal. Oh, no,
That's
he did.
Right. Yeah, it could be another poker hand. Ooh. So, safe to say we'll see Burton at the Bears round 1.
Yeah. And we also wish poor Addo Carr all the best. He had surgery through the week on his injured finger, and he should be back in 3 weeks for the Parramatta Eels as they complete this is our year right. After winning the preseason cup. Surely they're going to win the title now. Just ask any Parramatta fan.
Bingo.
And of course, you can tune into us any Sunday night. We drop a podcast, The Talking Sport Report. Search it now on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, or right here on YouTube. We chuck our video up each and every week. Until Sunday, peace, love, dove, Scotty.
Take care, my friend.